Hi everybody, I'm back. So today is July 11th. It's the month that we call July, the day that we call the 11th, and the year that we call 2024. And I'm back to do a reading. So the first thing I want to say is do not follow any emails or any links from anyone pretending to be me in the comment section. It's not me, it's a scam. Don't follow them. It's not me. Any information that you need to find me is in the description underneath the video of these channels, okay? So you don't, nothing in the comment section with any emails or links is me. So don't pay attention. Scammers, not me. Don't follow them. So the second thing I want to say is, wow, thank you all for your support. I'm incredibly humbled. I am just... wow, you guys are great. So much love, so much compassion. I want to thank you all for your prayers and the high vibes that you've been sending me and my family. I really don't have any words. You guys, I'm just continually humbled by all of you. I really am. Thank you so much. You are all so appreciated. And yeah, you're all so appreciated. Thank you so much. So that's the first thing. The second thing, let's see, what else was there? So some of you had asked me some questions in the last video, and you didn't exactly make your questions spot on. Like I'm not sure what it is that you wanted me to delve into, or how you wanted me to go about delving into it. And then I went back to find them and see if I could just maybe do a basic reading on them, and I couldn't find them again. But one question that I do remember is that somebody had said that they had heard that there were warehouses full of babies in cribs. They heard that somewhere, or they saw it somewhere or something. And so they wanted me to check in on that. You didn't tell me what exactly questions you wanted me to look at, but one of the things that I think that we should do is just look to see if that's even real, or if that's just stuff that's out there, because there's so much that isn't real. And so I think that we should do that. So we're going to check in to see if that is even real. So next thing is, the healing intentions are set for you folks. Always, always, always. So if you want them, if you so choose, go ahead and stand in your power. Breathe that in and decree it for your highest and your greatest good, only and always. So that's the next thing. All right, so let's get started. So I've made all of my decrees, and I want to know if this information that you saw about warehouses full of children, babies in cribs, if that is real. And we're just going to check to see if it's real. So please and thank you. There is some news going around out there, or the gossip mill, or back channels, or wherever this is coming from, that somebody heard this. They heard that there are warehouses that are full of babies in cribs, and they want to know, they wanted us to check in on it. So what I want to know, please and thank you, is that even true? Is that a true story that was brought into their consciousness? Is that even true? Are there really, is that the truth, babies in cribs filling up warehouses? Please and thank you. One more and we'll cut them. Just one card for an answer, please. Looks like that could be true. Looks like that could be true. So I think we need to get a story around that, don't you? So we need to get a story around that. So you're saying that that could be true. You're saying that that's true. So can you give me a story around this, please, and thank you? So that you give me an idea of what this is about, please, and thank you. Warehouses full of babies and cribs. Give me a true story, please. We'll do a 7-card spread. This is interesting so far. All right, so what they're saying, what I'm getting at least, you guys, what I'm getting at least is they're saying, well, let's start with the pathway, okay? Let's start with the pathway. That's brought us to this question that gave us that answer, okay? So the pathway says this is a healing journey. So what I'm getting is that there is healing taking place in places that we would call warehouses with babies. There's a great healing taking place. And there's that great healing taking place because judgment has reigned. And what you're hearing about it isn't all true. So you're hearing some stuff, but you're not hearing the true story about it. And it looks like they kind of want that to be that way. It looks like they want people to hear this, but not hear the full truth about it. Okay? So the question that's representing the card that's representing the question, you guys, is the false narrative designed to make you worry. Okay? So there is a false narrative around this designed to make you worry. Because the truth of the matter is, there's a healing that's happening for this question that we're asking. There's a healing. Above that, it doesn't look like it's only babies. It looks like it's children. It's children, and there's some frequency healing going on there. Across from the question, across from the worrying, there's been a surrendering. There's been a complete surrendering. Now remember, we're asking about children. So I would say that children have been surrendered to these places for healing, right? Because there's been a surrendering to this. And then above that, this is actually the answer to our prayers. So great healing is happening with these children. But there's false narratives happening around them. That's what I'm getting, at least, you guys. So let me just pull a clarifying card. So did I deliver the message correctly? Please and thank you. So it looks like healing centers being set up in warehouses. But the narrative around it is a lot of false narratives. So did I deliver the message correctly, please and thank you? I got half the message. So they have more they want to talk about, okay, you guys? So I'm just going to move this over, and I'm going to do another spread, because there's half, and they want to say more. So let's see what else they want to say. All right, I'm just going to move these cards over. And we're going to get more. All right, so there's more that you want to say. So let's let's do we'll come down like this. Spread. Please and thank you. What more would you like to say about this, please? One more and I'll cut them. All right. King of Cups. Strategic. Oh, I said I was going to do it downward, so I'm just going to do that. King of Cups, strategic, lots of work, ending the journey, hang on. Oh, there's been a lot of deals made. This is part of the new world. Okay. All right, so I've delivered the other message to you that there's a lot of false narratives around this. We got, yes, there are actually children and babies in warehouses. That's true. We got that there was a lot of false narratives around it. We got that it was more than just babies, it's children. We got that it looks as though they were surrendered to these places, like it's the answer to our prayers, because there's a healing going on. Healing these children, surrendered these children for healing, right? Because there is a judgment going on, and there's a great judgment that's happening, which is bringing upon this healing for children. Because of that great judgment, some of this information that's going out is deliberately being given to you wrong. It's deliberately being misrepresented. So probably part of the wake-up call, waking people up. That's what the Judgment card does. So, all right. So then I asked if I got it right. I got the 2, got half of it. They wanted to talk more. So the more talk that we're getting. So we got the King of Cups, and that represents lots of different things. The empath, right? It represents great healing, okay? So they want you to know that great healing, all right, has been taking place. This is a frequency card, right? Great healing has been taken place, and it is strategic, and it is very spiritual with that 7. The 7 is the seeker, right? So great healing has been taking place with that 7 of Swords. They have done a lot of work. They've been doing an awful lot of work. What have they been doing the work on? Can you see the cards? What have they been doing the work on? They've been working on this healing. Right? Okay, so they've been doing a lot of work on this healing process. So there is a journey that's coming to pass, right? Things are just having to end. And so as they're telling you about these endings, they're telling you to hold on. They're telling you to hold on. Because, and here we go again, this is the Medicine card. There's stuff happening. There's deals being made. There's people coming together and they're working together with different types of healing frequencies. Because things have changed enough already, you guys. So that with this card, it's a 3. So it's joy. It's a high vibration. The bad stuff is kind of behind us, right? So they're looking out clearly with clear vision, new eyes. It's an open landscape. It's open. It's clear. New things can happen. So new things are happening in these healing processes. We have ended things. We're able to look at things new. Things really are happening on a different scale. We have all of this healing that's coming in. So there is a great healing that's taken place. This is in regards to this first question. Great healing that's taken place vibrationally and strategically. They are doing a hell of a lot of work. There's an old way that's ended. We all, me, you, all of us, we just need to hold on, because there are new healing modalities with this Medicine card. and we're already looking out and seeing them. So in other words, some of them are being utilized already. More than likely, these are the things that they're using over here in this reading, that they're using for these children. So, okay, so I delivered that. Is that good? Is that, have I delivered it in the way that you would like me to have delivered the entire message now? Please and thank you. Whoops, one more. That was a crappy shuffle. All right, now I'll cut them and I'll get our answer. Have I delivered the message correctly? Please and thank you. With the King of Swords, I delivered the message correctly. So not only are these kids being healed, you guys, but they want us to hold on. They want us to hold on. Medicine is changing. Medicine is changing, and it's already being used in a different way. They want us to know that, okay? Hell of a lot of work has been going into this. They are having to use this stuff strategically, right? But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them having to use this stuff strategically. I'm okay with them having to use this stuff right now based on who needs it the most, which are our children. And anybody that's out there, you know, fighting for freedom and for the children and the freedom of this planet overall. So I'm okay with that having to be used strategically. And we, you know, just don't have it available to us yet. But it said hold on. It did. It said hold on. Okay. So that's what they want to say about that. That's what I'm getting, at least, you guys. That's what I'm getting. So take from it what resonates and, you know, toss the rest if you want. That's how we do it, right? All right. So the next thing I want to take a look at is I want to take a look at the month of July in general. Now, a while back, I had done a reading, the path to September or something like that, because I'd done a reading prior that gave some information that the person that I had read for said that I could share with the channels. So then I ended up doing the path to September, and that went into October and November. The way the reading talked about how we would see things. So that reading a while back did say that things were going to look pretty bad. You know, they're going to look dire. They're going to look dire, and people are going to be hanging their heads. But then things would happen to make people lift their heads and go, oh, okay. And it would look as though there was hope. So everything that we're seeing and everything that we're hearing, all of this stuff that's meant to be terrifying, we already have been told that we were going to see this stuff at this time. Things that are meant to kind of scare people, right? So we'd already been told that. And we've already been told that Trump is going to be fine. And, you know, people have asked consistently. We keep getting these pandemic threats. And people have asked consistently over the last 3 years since the big hoax in 2020, if another one was coming, because there's always these threats of that stuff, right? So we're going to take a peek at that. But, you know, I say share that information and say no. Say no, not putting up with that. And, you know, let your elected officials know that you're not going to put up with it. You're not going to be locked down. You're not going to go through another bunch of BS like you did in 2020. And, you know, stand up for your rights and do what you can physically and project things spiritually, right? project love, project light, project the world that you want to see. And, you know, stand in your power and say, no, I don't consent to that. I don't consent to that. Not in my town, not in my county, not in my state, not in my country, not in my world. And, you know, there is power in that. And then see things as you want them to be, right? So right now, let's just take a look at the month of July, you guys. And so that's what I want, please and thank you. I just want, I know we're already into the 11th, but I would like to see how the month continues to progress, the month of July. Give us an idea of what we're going to be seeing on the world stage in the month of July, please and thank you. I appreciate it. Please and thank you. One more, and we'll cut them. Emotions here on this earth plane, you guys. Talk of war, distractions, and enlightenment. So the basic gist of July is it's going to look as if there's a lot of things that we have to get over. It's gonna look as though there's a lot of war talk and, this is all the military. It's like, this is a military card, but it's having to cross those bridges, those rivers, those streams that are difficult. That's what this card is all about. It's like, so it's going to look like we're in for a difficult haul. It's going to look like we have to do all of these difficult things, but this card actually represents being able to do it. You can do it. You can do it. So it's going to look like I'm great. And it's meant to, you guys, it's meant to have people very emotional. Emotions, high emotions. That's what's happening here. People are meant to get emotional in this month of July. I mean, I think they've been making people emotional forever, right? But it seems like right now it's just part of what we have to go through. These high emotions, all of this fear, looking as though more things, oh my God, now there's this that we have to get over. Now there's that we have to get over. It's making people uncomfortable. I think it's designed that way, you guys. All right. So yeah, again at the top, you know, lots of talk of war. War, war, war. We've been hearing that constantly. And they have been talking about war constantly. It's been a constant talk. Constant speak of war. Terrible. So they really want people to feel it. They want people to feel it. This is a feeling card right beside this young energy holding the world. They want the people of the entire world to feel this, to feel it, right? Part of it is because it's a distraction. So a lot of what you're going to hear are distractions. That's it. It's keeping you busy looking here while other things are going on up here. More distractions. Like I say all the time, don't fall into this. Don't buy into any of this crap. Just keep projecting the world that you want and imagine it already here. Just imagine it already here, you guys. That this is the world that we're already living in. And lift your vibration and feel joy and feel love and keep sending that outward. And, you know, project that, manifest that. It really does have power. You really do have power. All right. So, yeah, distractions. They're wanting to distract you, right? Can you see these? Pull them down a little bit. I might have the camera closer than usual. So yeah, this is all designed to make you feel as though it's just a rough time on this earth plane. It's all designed to have you like hyper-focused on things, mostly the wars. They want you hyper-focused on this stuff. It's designed to make you feel like maybe there's not much that you can do. This is all about enlightenment. Bringing enlightenment to people. So really, again, I'm just going to say all of this news isn't for you. All of this stuff on the world stage, it's really not for you. It's not for me. It's not for you. It would behoove every one of us to just not pay attention to it and to do our work by saying no and yes, by being aware and then making it known that we're not going to submit to these types of agendas, right? Then we're standing up and we're standing in our power. But it would really behoove us to just keep manifesting that world that we all want to see, that beautiful, peace-filled, free, for everyone world. The whole world. Not just my country, not just your country, but all of us, free, right? Because this really is about enlightenment. So if you look at this, right, all of these things, all of these bridges, rivers, streams, oceans, things that they're making it seem as though we've got to cross, right? Another thing to cross, another bad thing happening. It's really all about creating a lot of feelings here on the earth plane, putting this information right in your hands, right, to distract you, to upset you, and to get you feeling so that you're starting to see uncovering things, because with this Page of Cups, there's secrets there, uncovering things for enlightenment. So all of these bridges, rivers, streams that we've got to cross, or that it would look as though we've got to cross, is about bringing enlightenment in. And, these are distractions. So they're distractions, I would say, to keep people from looking at the mission at hand and what is actually happening right now. So I believe this is all distractions from the bigger picture, the mission at hand. I believe there's a worldwide mission, worldwide peace mission going on. And this is why we're seeing all of these planes from all of these other countries in our countries. So I'm just going to ask for clarity on that, you guys. So are all of these things that's designed to upset people and get people focused on, to distract people from what's really happening, to bring enlightenment to people? When we say that this is a distraction, is this to keep people distracted from the actual mission at hand, the military mission at hand that is helping to create freedom for everyone the world over? The mission at hand that is, working to stop the cabal. Is that what this is all about? Those distractions, so that people aren't seeing what's actually happening in real time. Please and thank you. Is that correct? So there's a story here. Gotta move the cards again. So is it a distraction to keep us from looking at the big military mission? Is that the distraction? And we've got a card that's saying there's a story. So I'm going to move this stuff. We're going to get the story from them. Why is it? Why is it a distraction, right? Why? So let's see. All right, so things have been set up. Things have been set up and they've been walked away from. So we got to hold on, right? Don't want to go too far down. Okay. All right. So the reason why they're distracting us is because they did something. They've done some setups. So this is all a big setup, okay? So things have been set up here on the earth plane, designed to keep us kind of like hanging on and wondering what's going on, right? Designed to kind of wake up that crown chakra, get that warrior energy coming in. Something new is happening. Things are being finished. Deals are being made. Things are being merged. Like this is like a marriage. So people are coming together. They're working. They're working celebratorily, right? Quite happily, successfully. To end things, you guys. So things are ending, brought to you via the White Hats, via our alliance, via that divine masculine healer, that energy, that divine masculine warrior energy. For me in this deck, he's like he's the twin flame to the Empress, right? Great healers. Just different energies being used, right? So like a military, like an alliance, like a military card, military here, healing. Like people that know how to warrior, that type of healing. So yes, things got set up with that 8. It was a divine setup. So things were set up, set in motion, set up. Okay? Things were set up to create people the feeling of, oh my goodness, we got to hang on. This is going to be really hard. This is like, hang on. Okay? So this is all a setup. I don't like to say that. I don't like to say this is all a show. I don't want it to be taken wrong. I realize bad things are happening in the world. But it would seem as though there's a lot of stuff, according to the cards that we're getting, that has been designed to play out, to seem real, to look real, to wake people up. But it's not actually real. So I get that some things are. But there's a lot of stuff that apparently has been created for our viewing pleasure. So that as all this unfolds, enlightenment, like what we got up here, enlightenment takes place. All right? To get people to kind of get up on their haunches with some fresh energy, some fresh warrior energy. Because it is a time where new things are happening, you guys. Secrets are going to come out. Things are going to be revealed. Things are ending. The moon crosses things over. So a way of being is actually ending, and we've been told that I don't know how many times. There are people working together quite successfully with the military. So what I'm hearing with this is it's not so much a distraction to keep us off track from the big picture. It's actually more to wake people up to the big picture and what the military is bringing in, what these alliances and things are bringing forward. Snippets of news, words. This is swords coming out to create an energy in people that gets their hackles up. It's a setup to kind of wake humanity. These distractions and these things, these humps that we're meant to get over, the distractions that they're bringing in, it's basically to be obvious. Like all of this seems through what we got over there and what we got here, it's all meant to be obvious. It's all meant to create enlightenment brought to us via the good guys and a lot of other guys and a lot of other people working together celebratorily to make this happen and create these reveals and this discomfort. again, you know, it's meant to create discomfort. I know through some of my most like, my biggest growth in my life, at, you know, where I've grown the most at once is through extreme discomfort and pain and sorrow. And though it sucked, I wouldn't change it for the world, because somehow I always came out better afterwards. And that's what we're going through, I believe. So basically, you guys, what you're saying is the distractions are meant to be obvious. It's not meant to distract us from the setup. It's actually meant to bring us to seeing the setup. Is that what you're saying? That all of this stuff is actually meant to enlighten us and bring us to seeing the setup. Bring the population, bring the world, bring humanity to seeing this great setup. Is that what you're saying? Please and thank you. That's what they're saying. So you guys, all the distractions are meant to be so obvious that it wakes people up. All of the humps and the crap that it looks like we're viewing is meant to be so obvious that it wakes people up. This is a giant setup created to make people uncomfortable, to make people be like, oh my God, I gotta hold on to everything I've got. We're going through some really bad times. To kind of rouster the warrior energy to get people up off their hackles. And if you look a little closer, you can see there's like a little halo of birds around this page's head. So fresh energy, right? So to create people to freshly get up off their butts and want to do something and be uncomfortable. People became so complacent, so much complacency in this world. So it's meant to create this feeling of, oh my gosh, I gotta hang on to everything. Oh my gosh, you know, I've never felt like this before, but now I feel like I need to get up and actually do something. Now I need to do something. This is all new to me, and I am incredibly uncomfortable, because that little lobster is really uncomfortable. And the more secrets that come out, the more things that are revealed, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. Meanwhile, we have the Alliance working their butts off to create this great awakening for people. By having done a lot of work and setting things up, like setting a trap in many ways, not just for the bad guys, but for all of us to, you know, have the sleep wash off of our faces and wake up. So I got a yes to that. That's what I'm getting, you guys. Again, just what I'm getting. But, I mean, so we're reassured over and over and over again to not worry about stuff. And, you know, yes, I think we should stand up. We've got to stand up. I think the white hats need to see us standing up. I think the military needs to see us standing up. I think our governments need to see us standing up. I think our local agencies need to see us standing up and saying, no, how about no? No, not doing that again. We have victories happening, small victories happening all over the place. I mean, small victories happening everywhere. Just the fact that just the fact that they're saying the things that they're saying about the pretendency on mainstream. It's like, that's quite a shift. And, you know, I know a lot of people are naysaying that. They're saying that, you know, it's part of the nefarious people's plan. But it's not looking so good. Like, if that was a plan, if that was their plan to bring this shithead all the way to the end of 2024 and then show the population how terrible he is, and then throw somebody else in his place last minute. It's a terrible plan. You know, to me, that looks like a white hat plan, and that's what we got with that reading. That this is all being done by the white hats. So with that being said, you know, July is going to be another month full of distraction to create discomfort. It's more waking people up. It's more of the same. So as the energy stands right now with a couple of messages that we've had given to us today, is there anything that you want to say before I close out the reading? Please and thank you. Just a universal message that you think everyone could benefit from hearing. Just a little something, please and thank you. One more, you guys. And for those of you that say the cards are too loud, or the traffic going by, or like, I don't know what to tell you. In the description it says home sirens coming down the road right now. Home production. So it is what it is. I don't have the fancy equipment to take away the sounds, the background noises and stuff like that. It's just a home production, you guys. So it's what it is, right? So let's see, one more thing. Got a lot of sirens coming. There's the ambulance. All right, so let's see what they want to say as we close out. All right, so the pathway. The pathway they want to talk about. They want to talk about wonderful leaders. This is often my trump card, right? So wonderful leaders. They want to talk about leaders that are here really working for the highest and greatest good of all. Good leaders. Leaders with integrity. That's what they want to talk about. This is what's heading the reading, okay? They want you to know that there are good leaders in this world that are being divinely guided. This is a divine mission, okay? Divinely guided to bring balance into this world. That's the pathway that we're on right now. It's not just one person. It's wonderful leaders, wonderful people that have strength and courage and passion, and they know what they're doing and they've got experience, and they're leading with the highest and greatest good of all, right? And this is a divinely guided time, divinely guided. Let me pull these down a little bit so you can see it. It's a divinely guided time. They're being guided. This is a very highly spiritual time, and they're all working to bring balance into the world, okay? All right, so this is a time, you guys, the story around this. This is a time with a new perspective, new energy. This is a time of enlightenment. This is a time of finally warrioring for what is right. The warrioring right now is for helping people to wake up, to bring in a wake-up call that will get people to stand up and see the judgment and start making changes, okay? So this is really a big deal. We're going through these times right now. So right now, across from the energy, the warrior energy that is out there fighting to wake people up, these leaders that are warriors, that are working to wake people up, that are working to bring in balance under this divine guidance. So across from that, it may look as though nothing's happening. It may look as though nothing's happening. And it may look as though everything that has happened is chaos and we've lost so much. But with this card, they're reassuring you, you're forgetting what you're gaining. So we're being asked to, the advice with these two cards, we're being asked to sit still, put our antennas out, really feel our way through this stuff. Really feel our way through this stuff. And stop focusing on the chaos. Stop focusing on the chaos and the things that appear to be lost. And really start looking and picking out all the little wins and all the good stuff that is happening here. So I think there's just a little bit more that they might want to say with this. So I'm going to just give a couple of shuffles, and then I'll cut them again, and then I'll let them finish telling the story. Because they're telling you this is a time of where the energy has changed. What's being fought for has changed. The fighting has changed. The fighting is for a higher frequency. It's a fresh energy. It's not something that we've all experienced yet here before. We've experienced paid and bought for wars to create destruction. This fighting, this warrior energy is for enlightenment, and it's to wake people up. This is being done by good people with good hearts that want to lead for the right reasons. Divinely guided, spiritual war here to bring balance back to this earth plane, right? So what you're seeing, what you think you might be seeing, isn't necessarily what you're seeing. You got to look for the good stuff. So the advice is to sit still and feel our way through it, right? So let's see what else. A little bit more, just a couple more cards to finish this off. You guys, all of this, the show, the fact that it might feel like it's taken too long, the stories we're hearing, the narratives that we're hearing, it's important. We got to suck it up. We got to suck it up. Because the truth of the matter is, we have an alliance truly fighting for our freedoms, fighting for our children, fighting to bring our gold-backed system back so that they can free us financially. They are fighting to free us in every way and bring justice. So that's what the universe wants to leave us with today. This is divinely guided. And we've got to keep our vibrations good, right? And quit saying nothing's happening or it's not happening fast enough. And we've got to quit focusing on what's spelt. We've got to quit focusing on the chaos. Us people that are awake. We have to pick out the things that are good. We have to show them to people. Show people what's happening in a good way, right? So that the people that are awake, that are down, show them the good stuff. This is divinely guided. This is bringing balance back in. This is to wake people up. This is to save our children. This is to save all of us and bring in justice. So that's what I'm getting, you guys. That's what I'm getting, at least. All right, so until next time, you guys, I love you all very much. I cannot believe the amount of support and love and compassion and just how can I explain this? It's humbling, but I can't explain how big that feels. Like, when you have so many people that have never even sat in person with you and shared a cup of coffee, that don't know you personally, but that want to take the time to pray for you and send you good energy. And not just me, my family. I'm just really grateful for all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And all together, all of us will keep sending that energy outward to the rest of the world and all of the true heroes that are out there, boots on the ground, fighting for our freedoms, helping to uncover secrets, going against this machine that has been working against us for so long. And I mean, there are truthers out there, yes, lots of truthers, but there are people out there that are truthers that are like they're physically doing the work. And we've got some real heroes in this world. Let's just love bomb the heck out of them, right? Send them so much love and so much healing and so much protection. All right, you guys, so until next time, know that you're always in my heart and I'm always thinking of you. And I'll try to come on soonish. And I appreciate all of you. I'm incredibly grateful to all of you. So yeah, sending you tons and tons of love. And so many blessings, so many blessings. We've got this, you guys. We've got this. Together we are strong, right? United we are strong. All right, you guys. Until next time, take care. Keep your vibes high. Stay in the love vibration. Stay in the joy vibration. Keep projecting good things and know that a lot of what you're seeing and hearing is not meant for you. It's meant for people that are coming to. And know that there's bold and blatant lies on both sides of the spiritual war that we're in right now. On both sides. All right, you guys. Until next time, take care. Love you. Bye.